Hey guys, welcome back to the No Holds Barred Network with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host as always, the EVP Giggles, the Heartbreak Chick, the Queen of the Indies, Tiffany.
Welcome back to the
And
No Holds
I'm
Barred
joined
Network with
by
another
my
episode of Under the
special
Ropes.
guest
I'm your host,
today.
as always, the
Oh my,
EVP
what am I
Giggles.
hearing right now? Okay, yeah, sorry about that. So my special guest, I feel like I have to start singing Young, Dumb, and Broke right now because we've been talking about that. So we have Charlie Tiger today. What's going on?
Hey, I'm chilling. I'm doing good.
Chilling. You're hanging out in the heat over here, staying safe.
A little bit. Yeah. Got my little critter right here.
Oh,
We were just beating up some punching bag in my backyard, you know.
oh, what's his name?
Oh, this is Jeffrey.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
I love it that when people come onto the podcast and bring all their animals, it's all like wholesome content. I really love it.
Yeah, I mean,
I love it.
you want to know what's up.
I love it. I love it. So, guys, if you're here and new to the No Holds Barred Network with the series Under the Ropes, here I interview everything independent wrestling, whether it's wrestlers, promoters, referees, anything behind the scenes. If you have any questions for Charlie, please drop them in the chat. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So, you ready to do this? All right. So,
Ready?
I love to start off all my interviews out for people that might not know you of like, how did you get into professional wrestling?
Professional wrestling. Well, I think that starts with how I got into folk style wrestling in middle school. Because my friend, Ellis Taylor, he convinced me to join the wrestling team in 7th grade. And at that time in my life, I hadn't really, played many sports outside of like youth league stuff, not really taking it too seriously. But I was like, you know what, like I'll try out this wrestling stuff in school. And it was pretty fun, It's also really hard, much harder than any other sport you could do in a scholastic system. But, you develop a sort of brotherhood, with your teammates, and your friends. And from there, I wouldn't have discovered professional wrestling if I didn't do that. Like I'd heard about it, I knew all the guys like Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, but it was one night in 2013, when I went to Ellis's house after practice, and he turns on Monday Night Raw. And it's the first time I've ever seen wrestling in my life. And
Oh, wow.
Daniel Bryan comes out. He had just gotten screwed over by the referee at Night of Champions against Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes up and shuts him up with an RKO, and I was like, "What, yo? Like an RKO? I'd never seen that before." And Ryan was on the ground. He was in pain. It was very vivid. And after that, I started watching it, and I got hooked, and I couldn't stop watching it. It became something I was very passionate about, and eventually, over time, became something that I wanted to pursue as a career. And from there, I lived in a neighborhood with my boys, Griffin McCoy, Ellis Taylor, and later we linked up with Jordan Oliver. And from there, we just sort of, grew together, and started traveling places, started picking up matches early on. And eventually, the rest is history. Young, Dumb, and Broke, 2021.
So crazy. I love the fact that like you guys been friends for a long time and came together, and you guys are like this group which is so big in the indie scene. I feel like it's been long overdue that I started having you guys come on to the podcast. I mean, I've seen you guys a long time, and it's nice because I think like I've seen you all individually at different promotions, which is great. So it's really great, and I'm glad that I get to hear all your guys' stories. So we'll get back into the Young, Dumb, and Broke group, but I want to know, let's talk about the nickname, the Young Bruiser. Where did that name come from, and what does it mean behind it?
So that's actually something that Jordan Oliver used to describe me. And, I felt that it was pretty fitting considering that I'm young and I bruise people up pretty badly. Like Bruiser Brody, back in the day, he would legitimately, do it to people, because that's what you got to do to win.
Right.
Get your pay, get to the next town. What's going to put the guy down on the map? I'm going to have to do it to him. I take it seriously. I don't play around. I fight people.
I like it. I like it a lot. John Perry's in the chat. He goes, how long have you been a wrestler? And if I wanted to be a wrestler, who can I contact?
So that's a very common question, but I've been a wrestler for almost 5 years, probably 4.5 years since 2016. And if you want to be a wrestler, who should you contact? That depends on where you live. You should research a wrestling school close to you, and you should contact them.
Awesome. There's so many great schools out there all over the place. So,
yeah.
And it's a nice thing is, we'll get into that as like my ending, because I always like to ask a certain question to everybody to end off the podcast. So we'll go deeper into that. But if you guys also, if you're looking to train and, there's like somewhere in school that you're looking at, a lot of wrestlers give a lot of great advice. So we'll get into that with Charlie at the end of the podcast as well. So, what I also like to ask, for somebody that's never seen you wrestle before, in your opinion, what's the go-to match that they should turn on right now? I know, because like I can
remember all the matches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's see, they should go on my YouTube channel, and they should go on my match with Lexus Montez at Unsanctioned Pro, Fueled by Spite. That'd be a good one to turn on. You could do it on Fight TV too, or the whole show is a good show. But that was one of my recent matches that I'm happy about. I didn't win, which I'm not happy about that. But I think I almost had it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna bring up one that I really enjoyed. So I'm gonna go straight into that. So I want to talk about GCW, the 4th of July. The 4th of July shows are always amazing.
Yes. Backyard wrestling.
Yes. It's so fun. I feel like a lot of people that enjoyed wrestling as a kid kind of always did something like that, including myself with my friends. I was the ref, and because I was with a bunch of guys, so I was the referee. So I feel like everybody does this, but I really enjoy every year watching this show. And you guys like wild the hell out this year, I feel like. So
what you got to do?
Yeah, like swimming pool. All right, let's talk about that. You guys had the swimming pool. You're jumping off the ring into the swimming pool. Like, that had to be nice. It being hot out.
I don't think I've ever done anything more fun in a wrestling match than jump off the top rope into a swimming pool. I think it's very refreshing, especially in that heat.
Right. You're sweating.
I wouldn't want to be the guy on the other end, though. I'll tell you what, because that pool was like a third of the way full. So.
Was it cold, or was it like...
Well, I mean, it probably was cold, but like, I was wrestling in 90-degree heat, right. So it felt great.
Yeah.
I instantly was like, oh my God, this is incredible.
Oh man, I love it. That was like definitely like one of the great shows this year. And I feel like you kind of, what's the word? That like, sparked out a little bit more, I feel like. I know, like, I was wilding out on Twitter for you guys, especially, like, you, because I was just marking out for you guys going into the pool, because it's not something you normally see.
I had the belt, what's there not to love?
Yeah. All right, so actually, you know what? Let's talk about the belts, okay? So let's talk about the tag team championship belt that you and Ellis hold at Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. So let's talk about the company. Let's talk about you winning the championship with Ellis. Let's talk about all of it.
All right.
So I mean, whatever floats your boat about what you want to talk about with this.
Hey, me and Ellis Taylor, we are the longest reigning Georgia Wrestling Crown Tag Team Champions. And I don't remember how many days, but it's over 400 days. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. Because we won it maybe close to December 27th, 2019. Right. So it's been over a year and a half.
Right.
That's at least 500 days, something like that. But we are the longest reigning Georgia Wrestling Crown Tag Team Champions in Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. They've been running shows in the District Atlanta, which is a very, very cool nightclub with an excellent light show. But they got another show coming up in September at a sports bar. I forget the exact one, but they're back, and we got the straps, and there's going to be some four-way stuff going down. Me and Ellis versus Chip Day as part of Kyle. The Hierarchy got their squad coming in. Effie and Ashton Starr. Mm-hmm. And me and Ellis, we're not losing those titles.
I love it.
Why? We can't. We're the kings of Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment right now.
Ooh, I love it. It had to be a little difficult with the pandemic as well, right? Like all those months not wrestling and then like coming back. probably a little rusty, right? I feel like that was like a whole thing. A bunch of wrestlers were saying that because it's been that long gap of not wrestling. I mean, you still have promotions still running very safely. You had Fight Forever going on, the 24 hours wrestling.
Yeah, Fight Forever was incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally 24 hours of wrestling nonstop. I mean, I don't know, people, I feel like, you know, everything's so fast nowadays.
Right.
You tend to, like, you know, forget about stuff. But
yeah,
that was monumentous achievement performed by everyone that was there that day.
And just like, I give credit to like everybody because you had different promotions running in different slots.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to GoPro because they literally were there the entire 24 hours filming this. Poor Frank got like killed by like a light tube or something got flung at him. I feel so bad. But a lot of great memories and like everybody trying to keep wrestling a surface during the pandemic and everybody kind of sitting feeling like being depressed, even like someone like me who's so used to being at promotions every weekend to like being contained in the house.
Yeah.
And like even you guys trying to give back to us a little bit, which is a lot.
It's definitely a struggle for a little bit, you know, and it, you know, maybe for the right reason.
Right.
But yeah, things are starting to come back a little bit, but I also feel like things are starting to, you know, things are still on edge, but it's just, it is what it is. You know, we're still here.
Yeah.
We're still doing it. You know, you got to appreciate what you have.
Definitely. Let's talk about GSW. You just made your debut over there.
Global Syndicate Wrestling, yes.
Oh my God. So you wrestled against Wrecking Ball, which is another great wrestler out there. I've seen him multiple promotions as well. So let's talk about your little Experience, you know, with that, and then especially that you're in Asbury Park. It's like the infamous House of Independence.
Yeah,
like
some of my first matches there. I mean,
it's so crazy. Like, I love the atmosphere of that building. Like you cannot deny the atmosphere. It's such a small little place, but like there's just so much history there. So, and like you said, you had some of your first matches. So like, how does it feel like even to go back and then you have like a new, you know, promotion that's been surfacing around?
I was stoked to go back. I don't know why people stopped running shows there because it's such a great place. You know, I'm glad GSW went back there, and I hope they go back there again.
Right.
Because, you know, it's great.
I love watching GCW over there. I think that was my first GCW show. And I went to go see Alex Zane. I definitely wanted to go see him. I had Alex Zane on the podcast. I was like, oh, I got to come see you. You're going to be in the infamous House of Independence.
Yeah.
It's such a great historical building over there.
Yeah.
So that was definitely fun. So you guys go check out that GSW promotion too. So
yeah, I got a Global Fest.
So good. I'm gonna make my way over there to one of these days because I know that they mostly run in the Monster Factory, correct? Is that where they're running?
I know they did something there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was like, you know, pandemic era though. So I know they're doing a show. They're doing something at Ridgefield Park next year.
Right.
I think they got more stuff planned, you know, coming down the pipeline.
Man, Ridgefield Park. That's like another place like in Jersey that like every freaking promotion runs there.
Yeah, it's easy to run a show there.
Yeah, it's like if you have nothing to do, and I'm pretty sure you'll find a promotion running there every Saturday, which is great. Yeah,
wrestling fans, they are not starving in that neighborhood.
No. Absolutely not. You'll find all different promotions there, which is great. Trippin' Balls is in the chat. He goes, "Hey yo, my man Tiger."
Oh, my man, psychedelic psychonaut Christian Robinson.
What's up to you? All right, so let's talk another one. I feel like this became like such a huge favorite promotion of me is JCW, which is so
the revival.
Nice. It's so great because I feel like I got into independent wrestling about 8 years ago, and living in New York, I only knew a couple of promotions here, and that I followed Anthony Gangone over to Jersey to go support him at promotions in Jersey. I didn't realize how crazy the Jersey scene is. And I saw when JCW made the announcement that they were coming back, everybody was like flipping out. So it was new, even to me. I didn't know about this promotion, and I'm so glad. And I've been trying to go to every single show. I think I missed one. I've been to all the ones at AC, and then I was at the one at Ridgefield Park. So let's talk Battle Brawl, because This was fun. I was talking to MLJ about this past weekend over at H2O. And I was like, this is such a different concept, like the lottery picks and tag team and you win, and that's how you go into the bowl. So let's talk about you. You teamed up with Griffin. The fans were going nuts for you guys.
What are the odds, right? What are the odds, you know? It came down to 4 people, and one of the other people was my partner, Griffin McCoy, and then we ended up getting paired together. Yeah. Right? It's crazy. I'm glad. I mean, I think he had this man, Josh Bishop, ruins our plan, dude.
Yeah.
We were about to win the Battle Bowl, and then Josh Bishop had to come in and ruin it.
Damn. But it was fun. You had the whole crowd screaming "Young, Dumb, and Broke" every time that you guys were sitting on the stage, including myself. So that's gotta
Young,
be
Dumb, Young, Dumb, Young, Dumb, and Broke.
We said we were gonna start a sing along on this podcast for it, definitely. So, So you know what? Let's talk about Young, Dumb, and Broke. Like, it's been years. I mean, you guys have been evolving. I guess that's like the best word to choose. Jordan's been killing it. Just like
diversifying, conquering. That's how you up your investments,
Yeah. I like the fact that, you guys can team together. You guys all support each other, even if it's a singles match. Yeah. One of you come out or 2 of you come out with each other. Jordan comes out with you guys. Even, again, like if you're in a singles match, which is great. Yeah. And that's going to be fun, too, like you rotating around to tag team with each other as well. So
we can do it.
Yeah.
We're the ultimate weapon in professional wrestling, Yeah. Every one of us, still dangerous. Might be 4 of us. You're not getting out of this without scratch. I mean, and we're all very, very competent, in our own.
Yeah. Awesome. I love it. I love seeing it. Who do you have fun with the most, like teaming with?
Probably Ellis and Jordan.
Yeah.
No shit though. That's just I don't know. Jordan's funny, mm-hmm. And everyone thinks Ellis is my brother.
Okay, that's gotta be fun. Is there like anything?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not saying I don't like tagging with Griffin, because me and Griffin make one hell of a tag team.
Right. You guys do. You definitely do. I mean, the possibilities are always endless. Yes. So with that being said, with all the type of matches that you've done singles, tags, you guys all have been together. Is there a type of match, whether you want to do it as a singles or maybe you want to do it as a group that you would still love to like check off your bucket list?
Ooh, like something I haven't done before.
Yeah. Like it could be just a single. It could be something. Maybe you want to do something with Jordan. Maybe you want to wrestle Jordan, or like maybe there's a type of match you want.
I've wrestled Jordan before. I mean, we make pretty good opponents.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think if we run that back, he might not think it goes the way he thinks it goes, but that's another story for another time.
Right.
I want to do like some kind of crazy stipulation match, but I'm not sure what the exact specifications are.
Not like death match, right? Or make possibility.
Nah. I mean, I don't know, unless the guy's rich, but I'd love to wrestle. I don't know if I'd love to, because it'd be brutal, but me and Ellis, make a good match. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would love to wrestle on the moon, though. That'd be good. That'd be dope.
Okay. All right.
Wrestle. I mean, you're talking dream scenario.
Anything you like, whatever comes to your mind. Like, is it like, oh, I want to get into like a cage match, or like, oh, I just want to do something with like thumbtacks or something. There's like so many. I mean, that's the nice thing about wrestling, is that the possibilities are always endless.
Oh no, I want to. You know what I want to do? I want to do a fucking grocery store fucking beatdown. Like, come on. I want to fight a dude in the middle of a grocery store. We have everything at our disposal. That's what I've been wanting to do for the longest time.
I'm like picturing this right now, like clean up on aisle 5 because like you threw Ellis into like the boxes of Wheaties or something.
Well, I'm gonna grab a gallon of milk. I'm gonna bust it over his head. I'm gonna grab a hoagie, shove it up his mouth, kick him in the face. Come on.
Oh my god. This is like now my new like favorite match that I need to see happen now.
Yeah, I might even climb to the top of a shelf and do a frog splash to the seafood table. Who knows?
So we have to have like Guy Fieri like ref this, right? Like...
Guy Fieri. Oh, that'd be great. Guy's grocery brawl. Come on.
I'm dead.
Get this going.
I'm dead. I really want to see this happen. Somebody throw money at this match because
please.
I need to see this.
It will not be a waste.
No, I don't think. I think it'd be entertaining as hell. So since we're talking about Ellis, since I like doing fan tweets, so I thought this was really funny, and you know, since he's coming on in a couple of weeks, you can get his ass back. But I'm sure you saw. He says, "If I give you $50 million, would you eat a jar's worth of jelly out of a public sandbox?"
Oh, a public sandbox. See, he had me at jars full of jelly for $50 million. But then he said out of a sandbox. Now, I mean, there's, you know, with a question of this magnitude, you got $50 million on the line. There's definitely some semantics that have to be reviewed and improved. But you know, do I have to eat all of the jelly, or can I eat most of the jelly? Because if you put a jar of jelly and you just dumped it onto sand, you know, like you didn't pour the sand on top of it, you just dumped the jelly out, it's just laying there, and you gave me a spoon. You know, you put $50 million right next to me, I might, you know, take the spoon and start eating jelly, and maybe get to a point where it's like, oh, like, you know, I got this layer of jelly. I do it carefully to not like try and mix it up, but I got this layer of jelly at the bottom, and it's like, oh, like, you know, it's gonna be a little crunchy at that point. You know, if I have to eat that, I'm already like a jar's deep. Like, I'm not gonna stop now. I'm gonna get that $50 million. You know, my crunchy jelly is worth $50 million.
I was like, where did this question pop out of? I was like,
I don't know, man. You never know what's on that dude's mind. Ellis Taylor.
It's so random. I'm sorry. I was just like, what the hell?
No, I'm going to get him back, though.
Yeah, so you have a couple of weeks because Griffin's coming on next week. And then the following
Kristen?
week. What?
So who you said's coming on next week?
Griffin's coming on next week.
Okay.
Griffin. And then
Griffin.
Ellis is coming on the following week. So guys, get your questions ready for them. I'm sure Charlie will get Ellis back. It was so you know, I think it was funnier because I think I read the question before I saw who posted it, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, this makes sense now. I thought somebody was trolling me, but yeah. So let's move on to another fan tweet from our friend Good Cop Bad Cop. He goes, he likes to do this to all my guests, just so you know. So he says, with Charlie Tiger being an anagram of lethargic air, what is the angriest you have ever been when tired?
Lethargic tiger. When tired, I might not remember, because I feel like the angriest I've ever been when tired would be like my alarm went off. I woke up and I'm just like angry that I have to get up or something. Mm-hmm. But there may have been a time where I've been like really exhausted and like I really just didn't want to do something, but like nothing's going my way. Like things are just breaking, falling apart. I'm just tired, so I'm just like, fuck it, you know. Nothing specific rings a bell.
Okay.
But probably just waking up in the morning.
Okay.
And, like,
all right, let me.
I'm like, fuck.
All right, let me get some love to this chat. April's in the chat. She wants you to do your match at Trader Joe's. She goes, everything you destroy gets discounted.
Oh, I mean, hey, I'll do it. We can go to Trader Joe's and get it going. Whoever wants to step up.
There you go. There you go. James in the chat says, I can't wait to get a tattoo piece done with all your signatures on it for Young, Dumb, and Broke for Life.
Hey, I know who that guy is. That guy is a real one. Shout out to this man. Said he's Young, Dumb, and Broke for Life.
So that's going to be, like, cool. Like, I'm sure you've seen when you do, like, meet and greets and fans coming up to you and buy merch and you know, getting 8x10s and stuff, like there's got to be some really cool experiences that you guys actually experience. So, and I'm sure like you've had that too, right? That fans have come up to you, got tattoos, you know.
No. So this dude's the first dude who says he's going to get a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And I commend this man for that, because that is dedication and I really appreciate the support. But yeah, it's really cool. Just like the people, they watch you, and they feel a certain way. Like you entertain them, and they're like, that's awesome. Like some people make art and stuff. Like they'll make crafts, like cool drawings, and like really, it's cool to have that. The whole community of wrestling and whatnot.
Yeah. It's got to be nuts. Do you ever feel like it's like, oh, why me? Like, kind of, like sit there, be humble about it, and like.
I don't know why you chose to interview me. Like, I didn't even shave today.
I had to get you all guys on here. That's why. Like, I've been dying to have all you guys on, so that's why I chose that. Wait, let me get this other fan tweet. So this one was funny. It's from April. She goes, "How does it feel being the most young buck, and do you want to reunite with your lost young bucks?"
I mean, I'm more Matt Jackson than Matt Jackson because people legitimately think I'm Matt Jackson. Like, I could probably walk into AEW and I would go into the executive office and no one would say a thing. I'd probably check Nick too. But yeah, I'm waiting for them to give me the call so we can get the band back together.
I'm sure you get that a lot, because I hear it also. Even like when I come and I sit, they're like, he looks like
people think they're really funny and smart. They must be.
Shout out to Conrad in the chat. He goes, much respect Tiff for making people aware of all these wrestlers. Absolutely, that's what this is all about on the Under the Rope series. So that you guys, if you're not aware, now you guys are on notice of all these guys on. And anybody I bring on here, I adore. So that says a lot. So just so you guys know, I don't bring just anybody on. So let's move on. Since you guys travel a lot, I'm sure you guys have some really funny road trip stories.
Yeah, we're a bunch of knuckleheads, so we get into fucking stuff all the time. Like, there's this one rest stop in North Carolina that we frequent. This isn't knucklehead stuff, but it's crazy because there's this list, a plaque of all the people that have died while working there. And there's at least 50 people since 1980. And I'm like, what is happening at this rest stop? People dying on duty. Well, we got to do a lot of stuff. We've been all over the Midwest, the South. We get into some pretty precarious situations, usually in states of mind where I can't give you the exact details. If something comes, if I ring a bell, I'll let you know.
Okay. I feel like you guys could also do a vlog, so you can be another Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson over there. You guys that would be fun to actually sit and watch you guys going in the car, driving somewhere, where if you're going to Indiana or something and you're driving, I just put little mini vlogs. I'm sure people would love to see how the four of you are together during these road trips. So that'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
So, best road trip snack.
Best road trip what? Snack?
Yeah.
Probably watermelon. You just get a whole watermelon, you just cut it up. That'd probably be the best road trip snack.
Okay.
Put it in a big Tupperware container.
I was gonna say it gets kind of messy. I hope it's pre-cut.
Oh yeah, definitely pre-cut. Definitely. You could probably just open the top and get a spoon if you wanted the whole thing.
That's true. I feel like Jeff Cannonball would be the one with the gigantic watermelon trying to cut it in the back seat. Having fun.
I'm gonna ask him if he is that kind of guy. Would you? Because I want to be in a car with him if that's the kind of guy he is. I want to be there.
Listen, you know what type of guy he is? Because he told this about this interview what I have with him. He talked about how him and Steve Scott were in the car and Steve Scott threw a whole slice of pizza out the window as they were driving. And Jeff Cannonball felt left out and he took the entire pie and threw it out the window. Now, the funny thing is the week before I had interviewed Steve Scott and I was like, this is so funny. I was like, because Jeff Cannonball is coming on the week after. So I had Jeff Cannonball come on. I was like, you and I need to have a chat. How do you waste pizza? He's like, what did he say? It's like, I'm vegan. I was like, no. I was like, you don't waste the whole pie. So if you have a funny story like that, that would be great. This one always sticks in my head. It's always with the one story.
One time, Jordan ate like 5 pounds of Starburst within a day.
Oh my god.
Something like that.
I
don't know. He started. We had like a big ass bag of Starburst, and he just started eating them. And he was like, "Yo, like, I'm gonna eat all these Starbursts." And we were like, "No, you're not." And then he just started eating all of them. And like after like probably like 12 hours, he was like, "Yo, I feel like terrible." Like, yeah, it's probably because you ate like 3 pounds of Starburst. Like, not gonna lie, I had like probably 20 Starbursts. You know, there's a big ass bag right there.
I feel like
I felt kind of bad. He's eating all these Starbursts, but he ate a copious amounts of Starbursts.
Oh my goodness. I feel like that'll be like put you in the bathroom the entire day.
He was fine though. I think he wrestled or something.
Oh my goodness. Trippin' Ball says, ask him about Atlanta and cold nachos.
Ah! Alright, so this man's been hung up on these cold nachos for months, but so we were staying at a hotel before an Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment show. And we went to, I think it was like on the border, and we got some food, you know, the night before. I got like some tacos or a burrito or something. And Christian, he gets like a nacho tray, but it's like not just a one serving size. It's like a really big, like party size nacho tray. Mm-hmm. And we were like lit. We're like, yo, this is awesome. We got all these nachos. Like, he didn't even need to eat all of them. I was eating some of them too. And you know, we're all done and stuff, and there's still like probably half, a quarter, third of this tray left. And he's gonna throw it out. I'm gonna put it in the fridge. You know, like, why are you gonna waste all those nachos? He puts it in the fridge, you know. Next morning, you know, we're leaving, and I noticed he left the nachos behind. So of course I'm gonna grab the nachos, you know, not let them, you know, stay for someone else. So I got these nachos, and I started eating them cold in the car because, I mean, there's no microwave around. And, you know, I got these nachos. You know, and that was pretty appalling to him. You know, he's like, "Yo, like, why are you gonna eat those cold nachos?" Gross. I mean, maybe it's gross, but you know, cold food is good. Cold Chinese food is good. You know, cold nachos might be better.
Is that gonna be like your go-to thing? So obviously, if somebody gave you a bowl of cold nachos now, would you eat it? Like, and no problem.
I mean, it depends who's giving me a bowl of cold nachos. Like, I'm not gonna go after cold nachos. That's not what I'm gonna search for. You know, I'm gonna have nachos. I'd rather have them hot. But if I'm like in the middle of the woods, you know, and I got cold nachos, I'm not gonna be bummed I don't have a microwave.
Okay. Well, that was a fun story. There you go. There's your road trip story.
There's something better than that.
Well, if you think about it, let me know.
I like doing road trips with Nick Gage. Those are always fun.
All right, so give me your best Nick Gage road trip story.
I mean, there's nothing crazy. I mean, I like Schlack's also a cool guy to go on a road trip with, because when you go on a road trip with Schlack, and no matter where you're going, like when you walk into a building, like, you know, no one's fucking with you. Like, I feel safe right next to Schlack, you know.
Definitely. I feel like anybody would feel safe next to Schlack.
I mean, it depends on, you know, what he's doing when he's next to you. When he's next to you, like, pointed the same direction as you, you know? Mm-hmm. But when he's, like, looking at you and he's angry, I wouldn't want to be next to him.
Yeah, no. Don't mess with Schlack. And I feel like he's, like, another, like, big teddy bear kind of guy, too. Like, if he's, like, in a good mood, like, not obviously, like, if he's in a bad mood, but I just feel like he's just that guy that is just a big teddy bear. I always like to ask, like, do you have any pre-match rituals?
Usually just a little bit of stretching. I'm not stretching. I always just fucking, I think about, like, everything I'm gonna do, you know, in the ring. I try to. What I'm gonna do. You know. But it usually all, like, sets in, like, right before I go out. Like, when the music hits, otherwise when I get in the zone, you know, come out the curtain, but the switch really flips when, like, the bell rings. So I just kind of go into it, you know.
Okay. So I have an infamous question that I ask everybody that comes onto this podcast. It's usually like I get some crazy funny stories on here. So what's the craziest thing a fan's done to get your attention?
The craziest thing a fan's done to get my attention?
I've heard some crazy stories on this podcast. I've heard pizza getting thrown in the ring.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, that thing getting slapped if he does that in my match. So I might eat it though.
What else do we have? Somebody was handed a baby, and they did like a whole Lion King thing.
Wow.
Yeah, we had some fun stuff. We had some funny stories.
Some fans are weird.
Yeah, some fans are.
A lot of fans are cool though.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing that comes to mind. Nothing
off the top of my head.
Okay.
Usually you just scream, "Oh, you're young and you're dumb and you're broke." I'm like, yeah.
Oh man. Wow. So we have a lot of new talent that's been coming up in the independent scene. It's crazy. It's really nuts. It's like I can't even keep up with all the talent that keeps coming up. So is there anybody that's caught your eye that you would love to get in the ring with?
I'm trying to think of someone like. There's one guy out of Alabama named Hunter Drake. I think I could have a go. I think I want to wrestle him. It's pretty cool. I was also. Who else?
There's so much. I feel like JCW has been getting a lot of talent. And that's a nice thing with Brett, even with like GCW and JCW, is what I've learned is a lot of outside of Tri-State, which is great. Like Cole Roderick, well, he's coming on tomorrow for my podcast with
I never wrestled Cole Roderick before.
There you go. Cool. So, see, you got some, maybe you'll have some words for him, and then I could talk about it with him tomorrow on the podcast. Like, what's up? Like,
I mean, Cole's pretty quick, but I don't think he'd be moving much after one of my headbutts.
Ooh. Oh, man. Yeah, there's definitely, like, a lot of new talent. So, where would you like to travel to wrestle, like, promotion-wise?
Well, I'd love to go anywhere in, like, Tennessee, Alabama. I just want to expand my horizons. I just want to, like, the map of where I've been, I want it to grow larger.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to go back to Canada, maybe Michigan. I've never been to the West Coast. I got to wrestle out there someday. I've recently been to Texas. That was pretty cool. Want to go back there.
It's going to be fun. And I'm sure the food's really good there, too. That's like a bucket list for mine. I need to get to Texas. So I'm sure the food's, like, really good over there. So, but, yeah, that'd be cool to go see, like, on the West Coast. To see, there's so many great promotions over there as well. It's just nuts. There's so many promotions. You can't keep I can't keep tabs on everything. It's nuts.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. So I have two final questions for you. If you guys have any other questions, drop them in the chat. So what's some things you like to do when you're not wrestling?
When I'm not wrestling? If I'm not wrestling, I usually like work out, ride my bike.
Did you pick up any hobbies during the pandemic? I feel like that's like another thing that like a lot of wrestlers had picked up during the pandemic, new hobbies.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to talk about all of them on the podcast, though.
Okay. I was trying to say, like, video games or, I don't know, painting. I don't know.
Painting? I dabbled in painting a little bit.
Oh, really?
Nothing I stuck to too much.
Okay.
I wrote a couple songs over the pandemic. None of them very good, but I didn't get in the studio yet, so.
Okay. Hey, maybe that'll happen. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna end this podcast with last final question. Then we'll get into some of the shows that are upcoming and all that fun stuff. So it's gonna play off of what was asked in the beginning. So what's a piece of advice that you would give any amateur and aspiring wrestlers out there?
I would say just try to do as much physical exertion, exercise, all that. Get in the best shape that you possibly can. You can't bullshit it. Good diet, good work ethic, and just focus on staying healthy. If you can find a school, you start training, it's great. But as long as you're building muscle, staying active and whatnot, and learning, like how to wrestle and stuff, you'll be good.
Yeah. It's great advice. Definitely find a good replica school out there, like you said earlier, as well. It's very, very important. So
definitely find someone that you feel comfortable and like feel like you're actually learning something from. Because if you don't feel like you learn anything, you're probably not making any progress.
Research. That's definitely one big key about where you're gonna go train. So, well, let's talk about where you're gonna be soon. So I have some posters up here for you guys.
Yeah.
So Invictus, I love Invictus. Definitely want to get back there. So that's coming up on September 25th.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So tag team championship tournament. Excited about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think tagging with my boy Griffin, Animal Planet. We got some big clowns on the other end of the ring, but I think we're gonna do it to them. I think we're gonna stuff them. I think we're gonna get closer because I want to add more belts to my collection. That's why I'm doing this.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, you need some more gold around your waist, like dripping in gold, as I like to call it. Definitely.
We gotta eat. Me and Griffin gotta eat up a bunch of teams to get there. That's what we're gonna do.
Awesome. Now, this is a first round match. Is this the whole tournament's that day?
So I know they were gonna do like half of the tournament on this one day, but I think that all got kind of messed up.
Right.
But I know that they're supposed to do like half the bracket on that one show.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they're doing about the other half of the bracket yet.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure how that was running. If it was
all I know is that me and Griffin are definitely going to that next round, though. That's all I care about.
Awesome. Good luck to that. And then you're going over to Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment on September 19th.
Yes, AWE is back on September 19th. And like I said earlier, we got 4-way tag team action going on. Me and Ellis Taylor. We're going to keep the Georgia Wrestling crown. Because ain't one of those other teams been a legit tag team in the same capacity as Ellis Taylor. Right? All three of these teams getting thrown together. People don't have the chemistry me and Ellis Taylor have.
Awesome. So I'm looking forward to everything. I hope you hold the belts over there, and I hope you get the gold over at Invictus. Hopefully I can get my butt over to one of the shows soon. So much wrestling. It's like impossible. Like if you figure out a way to clone yourself, let me know. So like I could go to multiple
it's really
promotions.
Teleportation is what we need.
No, but sucks when they run like the same time because then what are you gonna do? Like I need.
Well, you can just go back in between, see what's going on.
Let me pull it out. I could just teleport from H2O to Invictus that day. Like that's.
We gotta revive Nikola Tesla. See what's up.
Yeah. I love it. So tell everybody where they could like find you, your merch, all that fun stuff.
Well, good luck finding me. I'm always on the move, but on the internet. My Twitter handle is @CharlieTiger_. Instagram @TheCharlieTiger_. YouTube, I think it's just Charlie Tiger. I got a Facebook page. My merch, charlietiger.bigcartel.com. That's where you can find me. If you want to find me in business capacities, my email is charlietiger44@gmail.com.
Awesome. All the links are in the description below for you guys. Go buy some merch and go support Charlie. I gotta get your pin because I just saw that you had a pin, and I've been like obsessed with pins now. I need to get that unless one of the upcoming shows. Do you carry them at the shows?
I always got them at the shows.
Okay, I gotta come get one at the next show. I'm looking for JCW to come back. That's what we're really looking forward to.
I'll have the pack with me.
Definitely. You guys could. You guys are great too because I came over to you guys with my goddaughter, which was so nice, and I love I love seeing that how everybody is with my goddaughter. So it's I can't thank you all you guys what you guys do and what you do even for the kids and stuff. It's amazing and you're killing it. Thank
you.
So I just want you to know that from me.
Trying to kill it more. Trying to get these opportunities lined up.
Definitely. Well, guys, go support Charlie. Go give some love. Go buy some merch. All that fun stuff. Go bother him at one of the upcoming shows.
Please bother me.
Awesome. So, well, guys, Thank you so much for joining us, Charlie. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, chatting with us. And remember, don't forget. Think of questions for Griffin and Ellis. So especially Ellis, so you can get him back in a couple of weeks for the
Give
fan
him some
tweet.
nasty ass.
I'm all for it. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. So stay safe and support independent wrestling. And we'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.